The radius of some metal atom is 1.45 angstroms. So we'll have an atom here, and it's going to have a radius, R equals 1.45 angstroms. How many atoms would exist in a volume the size of a cup of coffee at 145.0 milliliters? Remember that milliliters is the same or equivalent to cubic centimeters, which would be easier for us to calculate this since we know that for every 1 angstrom, there are 1 times 10 to the negative 10 meters. So it'll be better for us to deal in centimeters overall. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and convert the radius of my metal atom from angstroms to centimeters. Take 1.45 angstroms, and 1 angstrom equals 1 times 10 to the negative 10 meters, and 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So we get 1.45 times 10 to the negative 8, and that's centimeters. Now, we're going to need to know the volume of an atom, and we're going to calculate this using the equation for the volume of a sphere, which is V equals 4 over 3 pi r cubed. You would be given that equation and not expected to memorize it. So to get the volume of my atom, I'm going to take 4 over 3 pi times 1.45 times 10 to the negative 8 centimeters cubed. Notice that this is centimeters cubed is the unit. Okay, so I have now the volume of my cup, which is the whole, and I have the volume of my atom, which is the tiny part. And so now I can complete the final calculation where I determine how many atoms total can fit in this cup by taking the volume of the cup and dividing by the volume of one atom. Notice that they're both cubic centimeters, and so that'll cancel, which is going to leave us with just a quantity as our final answer. And I'll get 1.135469273 times 10 to the 25, and that's number of atoms. And if I were worrying about the sig figs, I'd go back to the beginning and see that I have 4 sig figs versus 3, and so I'd want to round this to 3, which would make it 1.14 times 10 to the 25 atoms. So the correct answer is going to be letter E.